So welcome back, my lovely audience. It's been a while since I recorded a video. I think my last introductory video was um 2 months ago. Um and yeah, like I just wanted to record something. Right now I'm in a new place. I moved from my old room, my freshman dorm, to an apartment here on campus because I'm currently working during summer in my university. Um, and my place is very nice. I really like it. There's a lot of space, and my view is amazing. I'll probably do a room tour soon. Um, yeah, I was looking uh through my video last night, and I almost deleted it because um I don't know. I think I always want everything to be perfect. Um, and I have recently realized that that's like sometimes a mistake because not everything can be perfect, and that's okay. I just like have difficulties like dealing with things that are like, you know, um cringe and stuff like that. It's like I feel that I record something, it's like it looks good, but like then I go back and it's like, oh my god, this is like kind of cringe. And I think it's part of like the social media creation process because you will look back and then you'll see that you have improved a lot, but also like part of that improvement is to realize that you have to make mistakes and stuff like that. But I think I just wanted to keep uh creating content. I mentioned in my last video that I'm going to semester at sea, this nice program where you go to study on a ship on a like cruise. And it's going very nice. Like it's I just completed like my paperwork and stuff. They ask you for some health forms. I had to take my yellow fever vaccine and other things for like traveling to other countries, which is really nice because I like the university has great resources, and like the healthcare here is very nice. Like I went to the um place where you go for like stuff like that, and they were really nice to me. Um, they gave me like a lot of advice and stuff like that. So I'm good for now. I also submitted other documents that you were asking me for. I have my classes registered already, so I'm pretty much ready. I have to complete the introduction, um, whatever that means. I don't really know what it is, but like it's online, so yeah. And I also have to start planning for my visa. I am a Mexican passport holder. um, that's the only passport I have. I'm still Mexican, even if I live here. So I don't have to apply for Brazil visa because I don't need it. It's like you have these countries. Like if you go, for example, there's like a page called Passport Index, and if you go there, you can see that depending on your like passport, you can like visit different countries. Um, but like it's not only like about visiting. Like you can visit like different countries, but sometimes you need a visa, or sometimes you need a permit, or sometimes you need like other things. So for Brazil, like I know that people from the United States, if I'm not mistaken, they need a visa to go to Brazil, but um I don't need it. I can stay legally in Brazil for like 90 days or something, which is really nice. I'm not going to stay 19 days in Brazil. The ship is like going there for a week and then we go to other place, which is really nice. But like, yeah, like I mean, I virtually can stay there for like 90 days. Um, I know that I need a visa for some countries, including South Africa, and that's the most important one because without that one, they don't let you in the ship. So I will be like doing that process and stuff like that. As I mentioned before, I am currently in the United States, so I don't really want to travel like to a consulate here. Um, there is like an online process to do your visa, but I have to check that because I'm not staying here for the whole summer. I'm actually going back to Mexico, and I was planning to do the process there, but then I was googling it, and then it says that we don't have a consulate or an embassy to that process. So if I want my visa, I have to do all the process online or like travel to New York, or I think it's New York, uh, or California or something like that, because they have like consulates and an embassy. I don't exactly know where the embassy is. Probably New York. Uh, Actually, I'm not sure about that. But like, I have to travel to do that, and like I live in Minnesota, so that's kind of complicated. The United States is very big, and I didn't want to. Besides that, I think everything is almost ready. I I have to check a lot of stuff. You know, when you travel, you don't really realize how much stuff you actually have to do. But like, I remember the first time I traveled to Germany, that was my first flight, my first everything. And I had to buy a lot of stuff and like, get familiar with whatever the process was. Right now, I'm a more mm, like qualified person to travel, I'll say. Um, and yeah, I know how to get to the airport, I know how to like check in and stuff. So I don't have an issue with that. They also like taking care of my flights, so I don't have to book them for myself. And I think actually they will give me the flight, and then I can like make changes, because that's like how it works apparently. Which is nice because I would like to go earlier. I believe I really want to go and visit some places in the area. I'm traveling to Netherlands because my trip is going from there, but I would like to go to Germany because my school is there, and I wanted to like visit some people, like right now, like all the people that was with me just graduated. So I will be just visiting professors and staff members, teachers, not professors. My fault. My fault. Um, but yeah, like I wanted to see that. Like I'm taking it chill, to be honest. I don't want to stress about it. I have everything under control. The only thing that kind of freaks me out is that the visa process. But like I have a friend that did the same. They applied for semester at sea and they got the visa for South Africa. So I'm not really concerned about it. I'm pretty chill. Mm, and yeah, it's been a really nice summer. My work isn't really not that hard, and I'm making like some money for my trip, so it's nice. I also wanted to travel after that, but like I don't know. I think I will just go back to Mexico because there is like stuff related to my paperwork that I have to take care of. I'm an international student, so I am under a student visa, and right now what I'm doing is like pausing my program, which is completely valid. Like you can do that, uh, and legally don't have any trouble after that. When I go past like the customs, I will like, of course, let them know. Without I don't know, my fault. I will let them know that I was like doing semester at sea and stuff like that, and it shouldn't be a problem for me to enter the country again. Um, but what I understand is that if I stay more like if I stay away more than 5 months or something, they have to renew my paperwork. Like the school have to renew has to renew my paperwork, and it's like a whole process. It's still valid, like still I can still legally enter the United States. I don't have to reapply for a visa. Um, but I don't want to risk anything, like right now I just want to, have the ease to travel like here to finish my studies, whatever. But I also want to visit my family, to be honest. I That's why I'm traveling like to Mexico. I already booked my flight, which is funny because I was planning to travel economy. Like I always travel economy. I'm not a really fun. Like I'm a fancy person. Like even if I have the money to travel business, I wouldn't do it. But I'm bringing my suitcases with me because I'm basically living. So like I'm not gonna be here in the United States for uh the next semester. So I have no place to leave my stuff. And I was like, I just will bring it with me. Um, and I was also like trying to get rid of some things. Like not getting rid of them, more like uh I cannot use them anymore, or I cannot bring them to my home. So there's all my sewing machine is right there, and like I got it for like very cheap. And I would love to bring it home because I love my sewing machine, but then it's very heavy, so that will mean I have to carry it in my suitcase, and I don't know if that's feasible. So I'll probably sell it and sell like other stuff, and like just try to pack as little as possible. There is a friend of my father that lives close by, and I'll probably be leaving some stuff there as well. Um, Besides that, I don't know, like I'm not really concerned. I can leave some of my stuff with my friends, but I also don't want them to take care of my things for a whole semester because they also have stuff, and like it gets complicated, especially when you don't live in an apartment. Right now I have the advantage of living here because of the summer. So I'm basically working. They are giving me housing for free, and it happens to be an apartment, like a nice apartment, where I can storage stuff. There is like a storage room and everything. So they won't have that facility when they move to the regular dorms because it's just like a dorm. There's no a lot of space, so I don't want to take a lot of space from my friends. I will just try to like on my bike. I think I will leave it to someone. Like it doesn't really occupy a lot of space. It's like just in the parking lot. But yeah, like I think it's nice. Um, I'm just trying to relax. I'm also advancing with my German learning because I promised my professor that I was like keeping it um since I'm not taking it that semester, so it's like I would probably like stop taking it like as a class. I was planning on doing a minor, but like I don't know if that's possible because I'm leaving the semester at sea. There's a lot of things I have to still do because I'm a mechanical engineering student, and I don't know, I will think about it. I don't want to like extend my career any further, especially because I have a visa and I have to leave after like a certain period of time. It's not like I'm a citizen here. I cannot like have these of um like just I'll pay for another semester and I will stay here. It's like semester is already expensive, but like if I pay, I cannot stay here. I have to renew my visa and I go to my country probably or something like that. I don't know exactly how it works. I think you can stay here, but like then I wouldn't have the um opportunity to visit my family because I have to stay here for my visa and stuff like that. I don't want to deal with those kind of things, so I will just try to keep it simple. I will probably drop German, but I won't stop learning it. I will try to get also my certification. Like in Europe, they have. I didn't know it was just in Europe. I was actually used to it in Mexico as well. When you have like the different levels of a language, you don't see that here so often in the United States. I think you have certificates from high school and stuff like that too. Like if you want to put in your resume that you are bilingual, you have your certification. You can have a certification for high school that says that you speak another language, which is very interesting. I have never heard of that before, but it's probably because in Mexico, even if you spoke um, and like practice and like learn another language during high school, uh the education sometimes is not that good. Like sometimes you don't actually learn the language, so they cannot like give you a certification of proficiency. um so I will just try to use you know there is like organizations and universities that do that, like they give you an exam. I think Oxford has like a something like that for English, so I bet there is like a German version as well, since German is a very common language on, and also like you needed to like sometimes people need certifications to apply for visas and stuff. I never have to have a certification, but like it's useful, like if I want to like extend my resume, my experiences, like I have another language, that's nice. I would like to get like it might be B2 if possible. right now I'm between the line of like an A2 and a B1. I'm probably closer to a B1 right now, but I want to get a B2 because B2 is basically all that you need to apply to everywhere. You know, even for here, like for even to apply to this university, they just asked me for a B1. I didn't actually have to take the test because I didn't want to, and I just like uh I talked to this person in the school, and they were like, we can do like alternatives and stuff because you speak English and you were like in a English speaking school, and then you have this English class and stuff like that. So I didn't have to take English, which like the English test, which was nice. But otherwise, they just ask you for a B2 level on proficiency, which is not that bad. It's just like you know the language. You probably have difficulties writing it and like generating stuff. I don't have difficulties like doing that. I think because I was in school with the international baccalaureate, I really learned how to like write stuff and I how to express myself in an academic manner. Um, so it's it is kind of weird if you ask me because my English is not that good, especially when speaking. But when it comes to writing, I think I can do it very well for some reason. Um, so I think it's like my speaking could be B2, but like my writing proficiency could be like higher, little higher, and stuff like that. And that's why like I'm doing this, because I want to practice speaking and stuff. Um, and yeah, that's basically my update. I I've been having fun this summer, I think. Even if I'm working, because that's like the whole purpose of this, like staying here. Otherwise, I will be in Mexico, my lovely country, just enjoying food, enjoying my family and stuff. But mm, I need the money, and I think here you can get it with like a lot of ease. So I'm staying here. I'm making some money. I'm working hard to get that money, and I'll travel to semester at sea because I don't really want to like deal with like financial issues while in semester at sea. I know I know my parents can like support me and stuff, but I don't want them to carry that responsibility. I think I'm becoming like more independent and stuff. So with that also I want to be able to afford things by myself and don't ask my parents for everything. So I will just take care of my own money. I will travel responsibly, so I can make my money um, worth. Like I can take the most out of my money during my trip. I'm also thinking about like doing some, you know, visiting some places because I'm going to a lot of countries. I'm researching. I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm also reading a lot. I started yesterday because I think I procrastinate a little bit too much. So I had like this book, you know, Call Me by Your Name, that I was supposed to read. My friend loves that book. It's like one of her favorites, and I never like really wanted to read it. You know, it's like not some. I wanted to read it, but it was not something that I was like really into. You know, like yeah, I love that book. You know, I would love to read it. Or, like I'm very interested. It was more like my friend really likes it, and let's see how it is. Um, and I saw the movie, so I think there is like a huge difference with the movie and the book, especially because the book is like narrated from the perspective of Elio, that is like our like main character. It's very pure, very poetic, very like I don't know, natural, I would say. Um, Also it's very reflective. You reflect a lot about things and yourself and stuff like that. Because like the movie is cute, but like it's not that deep. In the sense of you cannot listen to the thoughts of Elio and stuff. Um, but yeah, thank you for listening again. I will try to record my videos. I right now I'm recording with my laptop camera, so the quality is not the best, but I just wanted to record something, and right now my phone is charging, so I was like, yes. And this is way more easy. I don't have to deal with like other stuff. It's just my computer. Um, yeah. Thank you. And goodbye. Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen.